This episode of WisBusiness.com, the show, is brought to you by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, Madison Gas and Electric, and the University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee.
Hi, I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. On today's show, Tom Still talks about building the 21st century workforce in Wisconsin. And FluGen's Paul Radspinner tells how his company is helping in the fight to prevent and treat viruses. First, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Rising exports. The International Trade Administration reports Wisconsin's merchandise exports increased by 11% in 2011. That follows good news about farm exports, which were up 18% for the year. State trade expert Laura Klinke will discuss these trends March 21st at a Wisconsin Innovation Network meeting in Appleton. And falling, state transportation funding. Under the $260 billion bill introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives, Wisconsin would lose more than $125 million in highway funding over the next 2 years. In fact, Wisconsin is one of just 5 states that would not see an increase in highway funding from 2013 through 2016. That's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Go to WisBusiness.com for more on these and other stories. Tom Still is next with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
Please hold. Your call is very important.
Does it seem like getting technical advice from business advisors can, well, take some time? At Grant Thornton, client access to partners has made them one of the largest accounting firms in the country. Grant Thornton.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that one of Wisconsin's most urgent workforce needs is skilled tradesmen in manufacturing, welders, machinists, and more. As people swing into action on solving those short-term needs, Wisconsin cannot overlook the long-term challenges of building a workforce that meshes with all aspects of the 21st century knowledge economy. That includes sectors within manufacturing, but also sectors that span the range of technology and creative jobs that define today's globally competitive societies. Here are questions worth asking. A high school degree alone isn't sufficient for modern jobs, so how can Wisconsin link more people, young or otherwise, with opportunities in higher education? Given the rising cost of attending colleges and the corresponding slide in public support for higher ed, improving financial aid may be a part of the answer. That could help across the spectrum, from professional certificates to doctoral degrees. Are we investing early enough in the science, technology, engineering, and math education of students in their formative years? Study after study indicates those skills are necessary for many emerging jobs, yet K-12 education doesn't always provide the platform that's needed to excite children about those topics. The good news? Many public and private schools in Wisconsin are embracing science and tech programs, but more must be done. How can early childhood education help produce better workers and citizens a generation from now? The numbers are hard to dispute. Kids who attend organized but relatively inexpensive preschool programs are more likely to graduate from high school, to earn more as adults, to stay off welfare, and to avoid spending time in jail. All of that pays huge dividends for society. Can we educate a global workforce? Wisconsin represents about 2% of the U.S. population and a similar percentage of the national economy. The state is a fraction of the world economy, yet global trends shape Wisconsin's competitiveness every day. Global competency is an emerging issue in education, including students in fields who might not yet realize the extent to which they'll just as likely work with people from India as Iola. There's an urgent mismatch between what employers need and the kinds of workers who are available. But that gap will only grow unless Wisconsin carefully addresses a range of workforce challenges, from welders and machinists to other emerging professions in the knowledge economy.
Thanks, Tom. I'll be right back with Paul Radspinner, co-founder and CEO of FluGen, a Madison biotech firm engaged in the war against viruses.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
I'm back with Paul Radspinner, co-founder and CEO of FluGen. Thanks for joining us, Paul.
It's great to be here, Liz.
FluGen is focused on the prevention and treatment of seasonal and pandemic influenza around the world. Flu viruses are known for their ability to mutate. How do you adjust for that moving target?
Well, that's a great question, because that's exactly what FluGen's focused on, is a vaccine that doesn't have to match the strain exactly. It's a vaccine that can work even if that strain isn't identical to what the vaccine does, which is what you face today. It's a big challenge.
Your company secured almost $8 million in financing last year. That was one of Wisconsin's largest venture deals. What's the investment climate like for the biotech industry in general so far in 2012?
Well, you know what they say, the best time to raise money is when you have it. And so we have money in the bank right now and are feeling pretty good about that. But I can tell you, I've been on the West Coast and the East Coast and all over the Midwest starting to talk about raising money again, because you have to get that done. Climate's getting better. I think the angel environment in Madison in particular and throughout Wisconsin has been outstanding, but we sure could use the help from the state legislature to get some of these bills passed through and some more venture capital in the state.
A co-founder of FluGen is Dr. Yoshi Kawoka, a leading bird flu researcher. His work has been in the news lately due to high-level security concerns. Does this have any effect on the daily work of FluGen?
Well, the work that Dr. Kawoka is doing is absolutely essential, because it's looking at the threats that we could face down the road. And it does have an impact on us in that our vaccine actually would be the kind of vaccine you'd want if this kind of a threat came up. But we can't create these vaccines if we don't study what could happen down the road. So again, Dr. Kawoka's work is essential and does affect FluGen to some extent.
Thanks, Paul, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, MG&E, and UW Milwaukee. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent Foot Executive Search. See you next time.